Well, I first want to acknowledge today's game and what it's about. We're honored to be able to have a pink game every year and honor people that are going through some serious battles. One of our own, Noel Johnson, is in a hospital in Dallas right now, and we are just honored to be able to be on a have a platform such as basketball to be able to honor and recognize and just help some people feel good for a couple of hours. So really proud of that piece. Our team fought really hard in the first half. It was nice taking the lead into halftime. The second half we fell off. I didn't think we matched their intensity well. And we turned the ball over and didn't rebound. And those two things you have to do well when you're playing a top-tier team like a Texas. So credit to them, and obviously them coming on the road and in our environment and handling their business. And, clearly some things that we could have done better that we controlled, such as taking care of the ball and rebounding the ball. The third quarter is 25-19, so we were still okay technically in the third quarter, but I just, it was some of it was how they were scoring. They got loose in transition a couple times on us, but we turned the ball over, and that really hurt us. I thought that was a big momentum shift for us, and again, it was more just physicality that bothered us. It wasn't like something tricky they were doing. Some of it was decision-making. Some of it was just physicality. And credit to them. They increased their intensity and sustained it. But you have to take care of the ball when you're playing somebody like them.
And how do you kind of build off a game like this? Obviously, it just happened, but based on just the eye test of what you just saw, where do you want to see improvement or build on this game?
Well, finishing the games, Kansas State and this one, tough second halves for us. We've got to be able to sustain our momentum, and we've got to be able to handle momentum shift better, more maturely. When team, it's a game of runs. We know that. When they make a run at us, we've got to handle it better to stop it. You can't let it, turn into something more than it should be. We've got to get that mentality to, we've got to fight back. We've got to pop them back, and things like that. That's we've seen it here and there, but when it's really when the game's really hard, that's the growth piece that we still have to get to, is to be able to handle those moments more maturely.
Like to come out of this with a win, and I think the scoreboard made it look a little more lopsided than it really was. But at times, you talked this week about, and each time you play Texas, really, that you want to get this back to where it was rivalry-wise. Did it feel at times like it was where it should be rivalry-wise?
Yeah, well, I think until we actually win the game or start winning some of the games, that it's not going to totally feel that way. We're certainly not into any kind of a moral victory. They've won 14 straight now against us, and but we're trending in the right direction. We're getting closer, and we are much more competitive in these types of games. So once we start winning some of them, then we can say that the rivalry has been renewed and we're back on track.
Early on for Brittany offensively, what did she do so well that allowed her to have a better game on that side of the ball than especially in Austin against the same team?
Well, I just think her continued growth and development, first of all. We're a completely different looking team than we were when we last played them a few weeks ago. I think we've definitely improved. I thought Brittany's activity level was better. I thought her movement was better. They got in foul trouble early, and we were able to get them to just one post in the game. So they have 4 guards, 1 post, and at one time even all guards out there. And we were able to, get the ball to Brittany off the move. I think that was real important. We were able to run some actions where she was receiving it off of a cut from the elbow and things like that. She wasn't just sitting down low on the block.
In the last 6 minutes, I think there was the one Andrea 3, and that was about it offensively. I don't remember if it was a lot of turnover based, but it seemed like at times you guys got some good shots there, even some point-blank shots. Do you think the physicality kind of affected you even when you had those open looks?
Yeah, we got some really good looks in the last 3 minutes or so there, and didn't knock them down. It's and Brittany got a few at the basket during that stretch, made some really great moves, and it just rolled out. But again, she didn't have a second to take a break, and she's battling really hard against 2 bigs all night. So, it's okay to miss a few of those. It was hard because we were down, but that's going to happen some in the game. But you look at like Brittany's line, and it's outstanding. I mean, she played like a pro tonight, going against 2 pros.
That moment to walk out with my mom was so special. I just think not a lot of programs if I went anywhere else, I probably wouldn't have gotten the opportunity to do that. And so I'm just really grateful that the staff let me do that, and for all this game means, and to have my mom feel supported in that way was awesome.
For you, you kind of struggled with fouls in Austin, but now kind of had way more success, at least on the offensive end. What was that big change? Was it just kind of that staying out of foul trouble aspect of it?
Towards the second half, I definitely could have done better on my fouls, but first half, I felt like I was moving better definitely than I was in Austin. Just moving my feet instead of trying to reach in and takes just stupid decisions. So, yeah.
Offensively, when you guys kind of fell off near the end of the third and in the fourth quarter, what was kind of going wrong for you guys that maybe you were having more success with in the first half?
I just think the details, we let the details slip the majority, the whole second half, and that shouldn't have happened.
Brittany, where do y'all kind of build off this game? What do you just based on obviously it just happened, but what did you see from today that y'all can improve on?
We can definitely improve on a lot from this game. Really, our maturity overall, staying poised, and understanding that when we're down, there's still 20 minutes left, or there's still 4 minutes left, and there is an 8-point game, which is more than enough time, and we have to make sure that we're doing that possession, doing the right thing that possession, not get too carried away with looking at how much we need to score or anything like that. Just details, details, details.